Urban forest is basically any trees that you find in an urban metropolitan area. That would be your street trees, that would be your park trees. Trees Atlanta is an organization that's basically dedicated to replacing the urban forest and maintaining the urban forest that's already there. Not only do we plant trees during the winter months, but we also mulch and we water the existing trees, the ones that have been here before us, the ones that we didn't even plant before, just to make sure that they stay healthy and that they're able to contribute to the urban environment still.
Neighborwoods program is our biggest program here at Trees Atlanta, where we involve neighborhoods in planting trees and taking care of trees in their community.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society.
We have plenty of time today. We've got lots of volunteers. Take the time to make sure everything's right, okay? I don't want you to rush.
Today we are planting 56 trees in the Pittsburgh neighborhood.
You know, 90% of the tree's roots grow in the top 2 feet of the soil. That's where we want them so that they can get water and oxygen.
Another thing that we make sure our volunteers know is that they really need to loosen up the roots so that the roots can start to grow outwards and reach areas where they can get to more water. They've split up into groups and they are going throughout the neighborhood planting the trees.
Neighborhood residents decided that we wanted to have more tree-lined streets, that we thought that it would improve not only the health of residents, but we wanted to be able to start doing our part to preserve the environment. And so having a bunch of individuals to come out and give up their Saturday morning to assist us in planting trees, I was really overwhelmed about that.
There's a lot of reasons that trees are important in an urban area. I mean, everybody breathes oxygen and every single person has to get it from someplace. It doesn't just renew itself, and trees do a great job of making oxygen for people.
And they remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We try to plant the largest tree possible for each location because we want to add as much canopy and as much shade as we can.
They're especially important in a city like Atlanta that has so much paved surface, so much asphalt, so many roofs. All that just absorbs all this heat all day long. The heat island effect that builds up from all that is really detrimental to the rest of the environment. One of the few things you can do to mitigate that is actually keep the sun from hitting that pavement, and trees do an immense job of doing that.
And so I'm excited to be able to see all the new trees that are going in, and I think that as time goes on, there will be a greater appreciation about trees and green space. And I think that from a community resident perspective, you can already see the significant difference when you were driving down some of the major arteries within our community today, seeing new trees going up. I mean, that really brings a sense of pride for community residents.
Mike and Robbie are coming with water for Garibaldi, and I'm headed to Welch.
Okay, so if they'll come to the pond.
Today was great. We had wonderful weather and the volunteers seemed to have fun. And there's a plan for the community to continue watering the trees through the summer, so hopefully they will all survive.
You know, you kind of feel like you don't really have a place in a town sometimes, but when you go and you see all these things that you planted like 2 and 3 years ago, and now they're like not just these little 1-inch trees, but they're actually street trees. They're things that people realize are there, and you know that they're a part of you and they're a part of this city, and they're all going to be in the city for like 100 years from now. You really feel like you belong to the city.